From Kansas City's weather leader, here's Kalee Dionne with your 41 Action News forecast.
Good morning. It's 6:13, about to be 6:14. The sun is rising, but really can't see it because we have cloud cover blanketing the area, but it looks great with our downtown skyline, and it's helped our temperatures here. 45 degrees. They would be in the upper 30s, low 40s if we didn't have these clouds here, so it's nice to have this morning. North winds 5 miles per hour, so not bad, calm. So those of you that want to go ahead and bike off to work, it's a perfect morning to do so because with temperatures, look at Wyandotte, in the upper 40s to mid 40s, then you won't get all sweaty as you head out the door. So Piper right about 45 degrees, 49 in Bonner Springs. What about Jackson County? We'll look at those temperatures. 47 degrees for Blue Springs. If you're heading out in Grandview, right about 47 degrees. 49 at the Kansas City Zoo, though. So the closer you get to downtown, the warmer you'll be. Here's a look at satellite radar. You can see the clouds around, and also if I step over here, you can look down near Whiteman Air Force Base, and as this loops through, you can see just a few showers off to the south and east of us. This is associated with the storm system that's going to slide just to the south of us today towards St. Louis. So if I put this into motion, you can see the rain moving toward the St. Louis area, Lake of the Ozarks, and this is really going to impact temperatures. So if you're traveling I-70 towards St. Louis today, rainfall as well as temperatures in the 40s. Ooh, look at that, 40s, but for us, going to be more like 58 to 65 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds out there. So if we go back to Kansas City here, we do have the potential along and south of I-70 today for a few pop-up showers. Most of us, though, staying dry. But tonight, cold front's going to move into the area. It's going to be the first of a couple different disturbances that will move in over the course of the next few days. But overnight, a chance for a few showers for all of us. Severe weather not expected, just clouds and rainfall. 12 o'clock in the morning here, light rain, nice to sleep in. But as you're heading off to work tomorrow morning, you may want to leave a little bit earlier because right over the metro at about 7 o'clock, we could see some rain, so that may slow you down on the roadways. So what is the setup here? We've got a ridge off to the west of us and off to the east. That is an area of sinking air associated with warm, drier air mass. But right smack dab in the middle of the country is a trough, which is rising air and associated with clouds and rain. So that's what we're going to see. So what we're watching for, what we just talked about on our PowerCast, our first disturbance that's going to ride the ridge down into our area, bring us the chance for rain and keeping those clouds around. And then we'll have another chance. This is going to be Thursday into Friday. And as we watch this dip down into our area, it looks like the best chances for rain will be off to the southwest of Kansas City. Normally we like the ridge, the warmer air, but we do need the rain. We're still about 1.5 inches below average. So it'll be nice to get a few showers in here without severe weather. So that's good news. Looking over our 12-hour forecast, 59 degrees, staying cool for lunchtime, and 62 is our high temperature, staying about 10 degrees below average. So it's a cool day for sports. So we'll go over the Royals forecast for today. 1:10 is the first pitch with temperatures in the upper 50s, warming into the low 60s, mainly cloudy. I think the showers are going to stay to the south, so you don't really need to worry about bringing a rain jacket or a poncho. Different story, though, for Sporting Kansas City because the game's at 7:30. So temperature is 57. We may see a few more showers. So I would go ahead and just grab that poncho for tonight. But it is calm with north winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Winding out that 7-day forecast, cool weather all the way through the week before we start to warm back up for the weekend, just in time for Saturday, Sunday. So it'll be a nice forecast there. And then if you look at Tuesday, we got the 80s back on there. So enjoy this without the air conditioner.
Well, and good forecast today for those games because baseball, you can't really have any rain, and soccer, you can play through rain.
Yeah.
So.
From Kansas City's weather leader, here's Kalee Dionne with your 41 Action News forecast.
Good morning. It's 6:15 now, about to be 6:16, and we're looking at the last 12 hours on satellite radar here as we did have scattered showers push through overnight, so there's some wet pavement out there. Not much, though, a trace across the area as that's pushed through. Now, clearing skies, so you can see the sunrise this morning. And also, if you look on our Cocoa Key Water Resort and Holiday Inn Sky View over Arrowhead as well as Kauffman Stadium, there's the moon this morning. You can see that because it's clear out there. With just a few clouds, temperatures 45 degrees at KCI, 46 in Olathe, 48 downtown, 49 in Chillicothe. Not a bad start temperature-wise. What's going to make a difference are the winds out there this morning. Out of the north-northwest at about 12 miles per hour at KCI. 14 downtown. Lee Summit starting to increase at about 15 miles per hour. And if you look back to the west here in Lawrence at about 10 mile per hour winds, 10 to 15 throughout the day today. Not the best day to ride your bike to work. It's going to be cold with those winds out there, but it's ushering in this cooler air behind the front with clouds and also a chance for rain on the eastern edge of the viewing area. Temperatures are going to struggle, staying about 15 degrees below average for this time of year. We should be in and around 74 degrees. We're going to stay in the upper 50s, low 60s. Also, if you're traveling, storm system developing over the Great Lakes, trailing cold front along the East Coast, some strong to severe storms there, so keep an eye out. But our forecast continues to see clearing skies later on tonight. What this does for us is if the clouds clear out fast enough, we will lose all of the heat from the afternoon because those clouds act as like a blanket to keep us warmer. This could put us with some frost concerns tomorrow morning as temperatures drop to near 37 degrees as the overnight low. This is also flirting with record lows. Look at Kansas City. 37 is actually the record low temperature set back in 1997. St. Joseph, about 35 degrees, set back in 2011. In Topeka, about 34. So we're going to watch that. I'd take care of those plants tonight, cover them up, bring them inside if you can, because we're going to watch these temperatures get close to the mid to upper 30s. If we go back over the forecast for those of you getting the kids ready for school this morning, 43 degrees to start, 54 at noon, and 59 degrees as the high temperature. And we did have a few stray showers out there on the far eastern edge of the viewing area, but no worries about really packing the rain jacket today. Tomorrow, a chance again for a few showers, mainly along the southwestern edge of the viewing area. We're going to touch on that coming up in the next half hour, but then beautiful weather through the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Look at that, warming back up, mix of sun and clouds, 65 Saturday, 75 Sunday, and then we warm up into the 80s. So we jump above average. We go from one extreme to the next.
Yeah, we've kind of had like a week of below average, and then now we're going right back up there. So Sunday is like our only average day.
At least it happens on the weekend.
I know.
We'll take that.
Get outside.
All right, thanks, Kalee.
Thank you.
From Kansas City's weather leader, here's Kalee Dionne with your 41 Action News forecast.
Good morning. It's 5:42, about to be 5:43, and it's Friday. It's exciting, except for I hope I don't ruin your mood with the talk of cold temperatures in May. We have a frost advisory in effect because of these temperatures until 8 o'clock this morning, near record lows. That's what we're talking about here. So if you want to see where the records are, here's a look at them. We've got St. Joseph, about 35 degrees, set back in 2011. Kansas City, 37 degrees, set back in 1997. And we have tied that this morning. Look here at KCI, 37 degrees right now. So we have tied the record. We haven't broke any records yet, but we've tied. 32 degrees in Lawrence. Look at that, 37 in Topeka. So 3 degrees above that record temperature. 38 in Olathe, 38 in Chillicothe. So cold start to the day. Why are these temperatures dropping to the 30s this morning? Well, we had cold air advection move in yesterday. It was breezy. Northwest winds ushering in that cold air. Now we're calm, or 5 to 10 mile per hour winds in a few spots, but calm winds as well as clear skies out there. Look at our One Park Place. You can see the sun beginning to come up, clear out there. And if we look at the 12-hour loop, we had some clouds around early in the evening hours last night, but then it cleared out overnight. So what this is called radiational cooling. And so we've talked about it before, where the clouds act as a blanket. So when you have the clouds out there, it traps that heat near the surface. But if you don't have the clouds, it's like you take off the blanket and it's much colder because all the radiation is allowed to go from the surface out into the atmosphere, so it doesn't heat up the surface. So that's why we have dropped to these cold temperatures. We also have another story to talk about, and that is the rain chances today, because we do have potential for rain. And if you look at satellite radar, the rain that we may see is already developing near North Platte to just to the northwest of us. We have that ridge of high pressure in the upper levels just off to the west of us, and it's going to ride that on the eastern edge of the ridge and dip with the jet stream and go just to the southwest of our viewing area. So if we look at the setup with PowerCast, later on this afternoon we'll increase clouds, and here in this circled area is the best chance for rain. That's central Kansas, clipping the western edge of the viewing area. So a 90% chance of rain there. So if we look at PowerCast, here comes that rain after lunchtime, inching closer and closer to the Kansas City metro area as we get into the evening hours. But if you look there, it starts to slide to the south. So really barely crosses the state line. So if you're in Richmond, Chillicothe, Odessa, you should stay rain-free today, but if you're off to the west of I-35, you have the potential for a few showers, so I'd go ahead and grab that umbrella as you head out the door. But if we go over hour by hour temperatures for the day, it's going to stay cold again, about 15 degrees below average for the afternoon, in the 50s through about 1 o'clock, 55 degrees at 1 o'clock there. And if we look at our high temperatures today, that will reach right around 5 o'clock this evening. We're going to top out once again in the upper 50s, so right around 59 degrees at 5 o'clock. The good news is, as we head towards Saturday, Sunday, look at the improvement in those temperatures. 65 degrees on Saturday afternoon, 72 on Sunday. And then, you know what, we're just going to jump into the mid-80s as we head into the middle of next week. But still, if you have missed the forecast and you're just tuning in, it is cold out there this morning. And if you haven't covered your plants, you still do have a little bit of time. And if you do see some frost on them, just wash them off with the hose. And you should be okay.
How long should you keep them on? How long should the blankets or whatever be on the
well, the
plants?
temperatures won't start warming up until about 9 o'clock this morning, and then you can probably get rid of those.
All right. All right. Thanks so much,
Kaylee.
Kaylee.